medicine. We're talking about real medicine. Right? This is what we're talking about. Nature, medicine, the way that the earth was created for us to use as medicine. Not supplements, even though we love some, not protocols, even though we love those too. But and you don't have to take 42 steps, okay? You just need to be touching the earth.
Yeah. In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Nature, in our connection to nature, it actually helps us regulate our vagus nerve.
Hey, rebels! Welcome to the Food Freedom Rebellion for nurturers and healers, where restriction gets the finger and real healing finally begins. We're having honest conversations about the habits, shifts, and truths that help you break up with burnout, ditch the food rules, and actually feel amazing in your body again.
We're your hosts. I'm Bonnie, herbal remedy lover, gut health rebel, and helping women decode their symptoms and heal wildly without all the boring science lectures or food fear.
And I'm Carrie, best-selling author, recovering sugar addict, and certified health coach on a mission to help women stop white-knuckling their way through wellness and finally enjoy food again. We created this podcast because we both lived through the crash and burn cycles of doing everything right and still feeling like something was wrong.
We were crashing under chronic sugar cravings, bloated, burnt out, and buried under a pile of health advice that really didn't actually help. So we teamed up to bring you the unfiltered truth, what actually works, and how to make it doable.
And each week, you're going to get real talk, rebellious tips, and permission to rewrite the rules so you can feel powerful, free, and fully at home in your body. Welcome to the rebellion. Let's dive in. All right, everybody, let's take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, because this week we're heading outside. Into the trees, into the grass, into the places our bodies remember how to feel safe.
Yes, it is time for Tree Hugger Challenge. Can you tell I'm excited about this one? This one is all about 5 minutes a day in nature. That's it. No fancy hikes, no gear, just your body, your breath, and Mama Earth.
Yeah, so let's connect the dots. We're still on this journey of food freedom meets fierce foundations. So how the heck does tree hugging help your gut or your nervous system or your relationship with food?
Great question. Let's break it down, shall we? When you're in chronic stress, your body stays in sympathetic dominance. So that's your fight or flight mode, right? Some of you may know it as fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So the 4 Fs. Blood flow moves away from digestion toward your limbs. Your body's not thinking about absorbing nutrients. It's not thinking about regulating appetite. It's not thinking about anything that has to do with your digestion or elimination system. It's just trying to survive. It's trying to protect you.
Yeah, so on the opposite side of that, when you're grounded in nature, right, you can be barefoot in grass, breathing in forest air. You could be on the beach. As you guys know, I'm close to the beach. Give me some sand between my toes. But when we're doing this, our body shifts into the parasympathetic mode. And that is the rest and digest. That is where healing actually happens, where the body can break down the food and absorb all the beautiful nutrients of the food that we're eating.
Absolutely. The earth, it has a negative ionic charge, which it sounds super nerdy, I know, but we geek out over here, so bear with us. And here's what that actually means is when your bare feet touch soil, it reduces inflammation, balances cortisol, and even improves sleep. There's this energetic flow between us and Mother Earth. There's actual research. This is not just coming out of our heads here. This is not a wish. This is science. It shows that grounding can lower white blood cell count beyond stress. So when you finish a very stressful moment, you want your body to get back into balance. And when you ground, research shows that that is what lowers your white blood cell count. And that's what you want it to do. You're not fighting anything anymore. We need to get back into balance.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, it's Carrie. And yep, Bonnie's here too.
Always. And listen, if food rules make you want to scream into your salad, pretending to be a Buddha bowl, We got to talk.
Our food freedom fast track is a 5-day crash course to ditch cravings, make healthier choices, and finally feel normal around food again.
No more starting over every Monday. No more I'll be good tomorrow. Just 5 days to flip the script and feel amazing in your body.
Yeah, you're going to learn how to eat what you love without the guilt. And it's only $27. Real, raw, and ridiculously doable.
So grab the link in the show notes and let's kickstart a brand new perspective where you're actually the boss of your own plate. Now, let's get back to today's episode.
Awesome. We're talking about real medicine. Right? This is what we're talking about. Nature, medicine, the way that the earth was created for us to use as medicine. Not supplements, even though we love some, not protocols, even though we love those too, but and you don't have to take 42 steps, okay? You just need to be touching the earth.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Nature, in our connection to nature, it actually helps us regulate our vagus nerve. That's for those of you that don't know, that's your brain and your gut brain superhighway. That's your communication pathway. So when you're surrounded by green, feeling the sun on your skin, listening to birds, your body gets a signal like, oh, we're safe, we can heal, we can just live and not worry about what's behind the rock or in the forest. And effectively, we can eat and digest again.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of the most powerful shifts in my healing. So it happened when I made nature a non-negotiable. So when I was living in New York City in the concrete jungle, I wasn't getting any of that, right? And I was on a healing journey then, but once I moved and I really saw how stepping like out into nature, it wasn't a luxury or a reward. I started seeing it as medicine, being out in nature, and grounding became a daily ritual.
Same. For me, it was barefoot in the backyard, just 5
Mm.
minutes, feet on the dirt, no phone, no podcast, no agenda. And one tiny little morning on a stressful day with, not even month-old twins, it cracked something open in me. Like my body just exhaled for the first time
Mm.
since before the boys were born.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's not about becoming some earthy forest fairy like overnight. Like that is not me. I don't consider myself like that at all. But it's about remembering who you are and that you are nature, right? You are made of the same minerals, the same rhythms, the same cycles, and your healing is really tied to that.
You know what this reminds me of? One of my dear friends, she used to live in the middle of the city in NorCal, right?
Mm.
Constant noise, pressure, traffic, all the overstimulation. And when I would talk to her, I would see it on her face. Her nervous system was totally racked. She was anxious, inflamed, and just worn out.
Yeah. And I feel like so many of us have been there. You just don't realize how much your body's holding on to until you step out of that environment. You step out of that storm.
Absolutely. And, get this. Okay. So I thought she was kind of a little crazy when she did this, but now that I see the after effects, I'm like, she knew exactly what she was doing. She literally bought land. She moved to this massive property in the trees. Why? So she could live among them. And
Mm.
no joke, you guys, she hugs them every single morning. She talks to them. She walks barefoot through her yard every single morning. She has full on conversations with Mother Earth.
Okay, so I'm laughing because some of our listeners are like, ooh, leaning in, and some are like pulling back, like, what? But stay with us.
Yeah, stay with us because here's the kicker. My friend, she literally she gained 10 years, you guys. She looks 10 years at least younger. And it happened almost overnight. I'm not trying to like push this, make it really dramatic. This is not a miracle cure. We don't believe in miracle cures over here. But I swear to you, the inflammation, the puffiness, the stress that you can literally see in her eyes, gone. Her face
Mm.
is soft, her energy is grounded. She glows in a way now that really no product could replicate.
Yeah, right. Because it's not a cream. It's not a cleanse. It's connection. Ooh, right? It's deep. It's like deep primal regulation that you only get from being in rhythm with nature. And I think a lot of us crave that, even if we're not quite ready to go full tree hugger, but we are missing connection.
And full transparency, you guys, you do not need to move to the forest and, hug trees every morning, every afternoon, every night. If that's not you, it's okay. It's a thing for some of us, but not all of us. When I was living in Southern California, I would hug palm trees. They're beautiful and they're big and they're ancient. Um,
Mm,
so you don't need all the acreage, you don't need the forest, you don't need the trees. Okay? I mean, we need them for other reasons, but you don't need to go hug them. You just need 5 minutes. Quiet little corner of a park, even just sitting on your stoop and breathing in real air with your bare feet on concrete.
yeah, your body remembers. It wants the connection. And honestly, it is one of the most powerful anti-aging, as Bonnie saw.
Mhm.
Anti-anxiety. Oh man, when I'm outside, oh, let that
Yeah.
anxiety go. And pro-digestion, right? That it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. There's no side effects. There's no prescription. Just earth.
Yeah. And all right, so we like to get nerdy around here, right? Studies show that just 5 minutes in green space, meaning outside, reduces your cortisol and actually lowers heart rate variability. So, forest bathing, which is what my friend does, it improves immune function and boosts natural killer cells, your body's own defense system. So these are the cells that fight off infection, they fight off viruses, they help you regulate when seasonal allergies hit or food sensitivities, intolerances
Mm.
start trying to wreak havoc with you. And your exposure to the phytocyanides or phytoseeds, those essential oils from trees, they actually can improve your mood and reduce anxiety through your olfactory system. If you don't know what that is, it's your nose. All you got to do is smell and breathe.
Yeah, so maybe you do want to hug a tree. And maybe it's not so woo woo after all, right? There's science. I love that we share the science behind everything. It's legit biochemistry. We talk a lot about that. And
Mhm.
your body craves more than you know.
It does. So, one of the things I really wanted you guys to hear in this episode is that if your nervous system is dysregulated, if your food still feels like a battle, if you're
Mm.
trying to trust your body again, you need stillness, you need breath, and you need green things.
Mm.
It's part of healing. It costs nothing, but it gives everything back.
Yeah. This is the rebellion. This is the resistance, right? We're to hustle culture, to overdoing. I'm an overdoer myself, reformed
Mhm.
overdoer. Resistance to always fixing. As women, man, we love to fix. And to earning rest. We don't need to earn rest. We just need to rest.
Exactly. Exactly. So, your challenge this week is 5 minutes a day in nature. Feet on the ground, back against a tree, facing the breeze, and bonus points if you leave your phone behind.
Oh yeah. And we always love to see and share in this. So please post a photo in our group or a voice note, a video, and tag it Tree Hugger Challenge, even if you're not hugging a tree.
Yes.
And let us know how it felt. How does it feel to be out in nature? Did you notice any shifts? Or what did you notice?
And if you're like, but I live in the city, I don't want to put my bare feet in the ground. I don't want to touch nature. That's gross. It's okay. Sit in the sun, breathe some fresh air. Mother Earth will meet you where you are.
And remember, you are worthy of that connection, of that calm, of that remembering. And your body, she already knows what to do. So just get outside.
Exactly. Unplug, touch a tree, come back to yourself, and we'll be right there with you. So that is today's dose of rebellion for y'all. We will.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. If this episode made you laugh, nod, or say, damn, that's me, hit subscribe so you never miss a rebellious dose of real talk and gut wisdom.
And check out the show notes for links to our free community, upcoming workshops, and more ways to rise inside the rebellion. All right, rebels, that's all for now. We'll catch you next time on the Food Freedom Rebellion.